Welcome everybody to another week of Geek Street News.
Woo!
That almost rhymed. Well, one of the words rhymed in there.
One of the words rhymes. I don't think that counts as a rhyme.
And as you guys know, we talk about current geek news in the world and other news too. But
And sometimes off this world.
and sometimes
That's how good we are.
that's what I should have said. Nice. Very
I'm with
nice.
you. I'm with you.
Very nice. All right. So for my first article, according to this is just one site that has it, but Hollywood Reporter, DC unveils the new Man of Steel with Superman, son of Kal-El.
Okay.
So Superman's son, Jonathan Kent, is taking over the mantle of Superman, as far as we can tell here.
In the DC comic?
In the comics. Yeah.
Really? Wow, really? Wow.
Right, and according to this article, the Superman monthly title is going to be replaced by the Superman, son of Kal-El.
It's a bold...
Temporarily.
Maybe. Probably. Most
Probably.
likely. Yeah. Most likely.
No.
Especially
maybe,
depending
yes,
on how well
yes.
this comic does. But this has been set up, I think, for a couple of years now. Because when Rebirth happened, Superman's main story was about him raising a son. And at one point in the story, he leaves and goes with Jor-El on a space adventure to be trained. He comes back older for some reason because he went through some time thing. And then, so he has all these trials, and now he's been, currently he's been, a little older being trained by Superman. Mm. And it's clear that they're trying to set him up to be ready to to be Superman.
Yeah.
To have the ability to be Superman. Mm. And as far as I can tell with the story, Superman's going to be gone for a while. I guess he's on War World.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was trying to save War World or something on vacation. And
Mongols World or something.
So it looks like with the Superman monthly title being replaced, that's the big indication that this is not just a one-off thing, I think.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
And that does it for me on my time. Anything else we want to talk about?
All right. Let's see. Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan leaves Blizzard Entertainment.
Ooh.
That is a
that's a doozy.
Yeah, that's a gut punch right to the Overwatch community.
To the gut.
He's the director of Blizzard or Overwatch?
Overwatch. He's been in Blizzard for about almost 20 years, I believe.
Wow.
So he's worked on this is off the top of my head, so World of Warcraft and other games that Blizzard makes.
So the biggest.
Oh yeah, all I know is like Diablo. Right? Don't they do that?
Yeah, I don't know if he
all their
did
biggest
that,
games.
but I mean he's been through.
Yeah,
he's one of the originals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say 20 years then. Yeah.
So he's been in it, since.
And is he gone from Blizzard altogether?
I think I think he dipped out, man.
Supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
So assistant director Aaron Keller is taking over as a new director. So he's been there for the beginning of Overwatch, and now he's going to be the director for Overwatch 2. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Now was he? Never mind.
Here we go.
Yeah. No. Just go off what the Mark said earlier. You know how well that happened. That works out when you get a new director to take over.
Yeah.
It's always, in the middle of production. Yeah.
But yeah, it's always. But maybe, hopefully
it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah,
no
it
problems.
is funky though. I mean, he puts out a statement. Yeah, just kind of basically thanking everybody else. But it was very. It was very basic. There's nothing too salty in it. You know what I mean? He wasn't throwing anybody under the bus.
Yeah,
he's being safe.
Exactly.
He's being safe. But yeah, you could tell he's not thanking certain people.
Yeah,
right.
That's what he's not thanking certain people.
And specifically not thanking certain people, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, maybe there was a creative difference, and then they got the number 2 guy. He's like, "I'll do what you say."
Looking for another yes man, maybe.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, that'll be interesting though, man. Yeah, because I know we're both like huge Overwatch players. You know.
Yeah. We all are.
All three of us.
All three of us.
I just want to be included, guys.
Yeah, stop leaving me out all the time.
You might get an article for us?
Not really, but I'll tell you this though. Somebody just told me recently that a good friend of, well, nobody here, but Emilia Clarke, famous for playing Daenerys Targaryen.
How recent did someone tell you that?
Yeah. What's that?
How recent did someone tell you that?
How long we been doing this? Like maybe 10 minutes. So like 11 minutes ago. So she's joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be with the Secret Invasion,
right?
That they've got coming out, is what somebody told me.
Now, is Secret Invasion going to be a Disney Plus series, or is it going to be a movie? Like,
oh, I know the answer.
Right after this commercial break.
A word from our sponsors.
Now everybody scramble. What's the answer? Shit, get on it.
I remember seeing it being a Disney Plus series. I think it's what it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a movie. But
how are they going to pull it off? Is what I'm guessing, because.
Yeah, they've already introduced the Skrulls
can they make this invasion?
If
it's a TV
nobody
series.
else knows, right? There's only a few people that know about the Skrulls within the Marvel universe so far, right? There's only like a handful.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And so far they've been pretty friendly.
Yeah. Which is not normal for Skrulls.
It's very not normal for the Skrulls. If anybody knows anything about, I
was going to say they also don't have British Cockney accents.
Like they don't know that.
We don't know
that. You've never heard them before. So that's how do we? Yeah, I was just gonna say that they don't, but how do I know? Man, the great thing about the Secret Invasion comic was like the intrigue and like it was very.
Battlestar Galactica.
I didn't watch much Battlestar Galactica.
Neither did
I hear it's
we should probably not say that.
Yeah, right. I hear it's incredible. Damien, I know Damien out there of the comic shop in Washington. He swears.
What's up, Damien?
What up, Damien?
But the great thing about that was the intrigue and the you can't trust anybody. It's very
you didn't know who was
right.
Yeah,
it's very like MacArthur era, I guess.
MacArthur
era.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you don't know who to trust. Who's good, who's bad. You know, it was pretty cool. It was a cool comic. Yeah, very well written, I thought. So
I think around that time too. Yeah, it was just like
it was during a good era.
Yeah,
a very good era of Marvel. Yeah. So I think I don't know, maybe Marvel is infallible, so they'll just make some gold every time, right? So
you said it.
It's gonna be perfect, and no problems with it at all.
And the universe agrees.
That's it for that. All right, cool. On our weekly polls, I didn't get to pick up as much, and I also didn't get to read as much of what I picked up. But the two that I read are my two recommendations for this week. So I picked up. Justice League. This is the second issue in the current series.
That actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's written by Brian Michael Bendis, and Dave Marquez doing the art. So it's just a fantastic, great team.
I was actually about to pick that up.
Oh yeah, no, the art's fantastic. The story's pretty cool. It's about I don't know if anybody has read Naomi, which is one of the characters that Bendis created when he moved over to Justice League. Is on the Young something imprint. There's like the Young Justice stories, and she's one of the new teen heroes that came from a different universe, like different world that's not registered. It doesn't come up in the multiverse, can't be found in the multiverse. So it's like they don't really know where she came from, but she has some superpowers from a world where everyone is superpowered and was destroyed by people with superpowers. And so there's a bad guy from that world that's come into their world, and she's the only one that has connection to that world. That's where she's from. And and then Black Adam is teaming up with the Justice League to try to do some good, I guess. So,
right.
And then the next one is Way of X, which is the new XMen series coming out. Or it just came out actually, and it's going to be the new start of some era of X-Men, I think. The main character is Nightcrawler, and it's kind of it's weird, which is why I like it. It's really weird. The X-Men are on this new home. They have a new promised land type place, and called Krakoa, and it's like there's another culture of people that live there. They don't really get too much into, but this area that they live in, when it's a lot of religious undertones, because in here, when the mutants die and they're brought back to this this island, they're resurrected and come back to life, and the ones that lost their powers in Decimation and House of M, when they die, they get their powers back when they come to the island, and they resurrected on the island. So it's like, and you know how like Nightcrawler's like Catholic, and like devout Catholic, and he's questioning what this is really all about, and like he had like this idea to start his own mutant religion kind of thing, and then now there's like this new forming religion based around this new island, and he thinks something's off.
Yeah.
But everybody else is like turning into this like the, I wouldn't call it hysteria, but they're kind of like really committing to this island and this new paradise where everyone comes back to life and everything is fine.
A little fanatical about it.
Yeah, and then this is an older book. I just started reading it recently though. This is Green Lantern Earth 1. So you guys remember the Earth 1 series that came out like in 2016, 2018. This one came out in 2018, but it was like a reimagining, like pretty much reboot for each of these for DC's main heroes. And so I just finally decided to pick up the Green Lantern one. The Superman one's really good. I didn't like the Wonder Woman one, and Teen Titans was kind of weird, but this one's really cool. It's like it is about Hal Jordan, and he's a miner. He mines like space rocks in space, an asteroid. He discovers Aventur's ship on one of the asteroids that he's mining. Cool. And then with Manhunters, and so when he discovers the ring, he also activates the Manhunters, and so it's a pretty cool different telling of Green Lantern's origin, and it's pretty cool so far. So the Earth 1 stories, they're hit or miss, but this one's pretty cool.
Last week, last month, I don't know if you guys remember, picked up Ultramega. It's for you guys, and I actually did not read Ultramega until last night because I had a bunch of other comics that I was looking at and didn't read either.
I was gonna say just haven't read it. Yeah,
I'm playing catch up. I'm trying, but actually yesterday, Ultramega, the second book had come out, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read the first one, and it's awesome.
Wow, nice.
That's good. I don't know why I waited a whole month. I should have just read it right then and there.
Yeah.
That was great. It's pretty much the kaiju genre.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a plague on Earth that like it's pretty much there's a plague on Earth that picks out random people and it turns them into creatures.
Okay.
And whenever a creature gets turned, Ultramega is always there to fight it. Someone chooses one of the humans to protect the Earth from the plague.
Okay, gotcha.
And one of the humans, I forgot what the guy's name is, the main character in here is, but he gets chosen, and he pretty much, every single day has to try to protect the city from these creatures.
Yeah.
And whenever they see or they're within close range of each other, the kaiju will lose its human form and turn into a giant monster, and then Ultramega will turn big too and fight it.
Okay.
So that's like pretty much like the premise of the whole thing. But there's this whole story that comes along with it, and it's a really good. It's really good.
Gotcha.
The second issue came out, and it's a whole different story. Like from the first one, and you really have to go. Huh? Yeah.
So the first one's like a setup kind of thing, or
kind of it's a setup.
Like it's just a world building issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's a setup for the second one, and like the story. I guess the main story doesn't really start until the second one, but the first book is like it's good. Like the way they tell the story and the reasons for why certain things happen. It's set up really well, and James Herron is the artist. He's the writer.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, he does all of it, and the writing is really well done. The art is fantastic. Like it's great.
That's good.
Really,
it's really good. But what brings it together is the colors. I think it was Dave Stewart who does the colors. So if you look at it, it's like really gritty, really disgusting.
Yeah.
Like colors like yellows, greens. Like that's the palette that they choose to like for all of it for the comic. Mm-hmm. And you look at those, you're like, you think of like, manure and like that's what you think of when you see these colors.
Unclean.
Yeah, really unclean. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's a horror, right? Like it has the horror tone.
Okay,
and the way these creatures are like, they remind you of like a horror genre.
I know some friends of mine at work were talking about their, getting back into comic pulls and all that kind of stuff.
Hey.
A friend of the show, Gus. What's up, brother?
Hey, Gus. I'm going to talk about you a lot, man.
Yeah, man. I'm going to get you out here. But, Gus, get back to doing your pulls, man. He was debating on it. He's saying normally it's a grip of money that he puts down for his pulls every week.
Yeah.
Hey, Gus. Just do it. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Gus, treat yourself.
It's an old saying, geek off the street.
Right. And it never fails. There's truth to it.
Look, Gus, at the end of your life, are you going to look back and be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have bought those comic books?
Amen. Preach, brother. Yeah. Preach.
Yeah. If anything, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and your pleasure and happiness.
Right.
And you're worth it.
Yes.
Damn it.
So go get that, Gus.
Yeah, go get it.
Go get it,
Go
Gus.
get it.
Go get your happiness.
And then my other friend from work, James. This guy.
Hey, James.
He comes to me the other day and shows me some of the comics that he's pulled.
Really?
So, yeah. So it's getting around. I didn't see...
Because of... Not because of us, right?
It is because of us. It is.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be modest.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say yeah. This may come as a shock, but I talk about this show quite a bit. All my friends at work are like, what? Mark never mentions it. I mention it quite a bit. But I mention it lots. And so I hope that was a factor. I'm not going to, just say we're the shit, even though clearly we are. But one of them that he had was Dark Knight 3, and I know you guys. I think you guys talked about it. Yeah, you talked about it before. It was a while ago. Yeah, DK3. Yeah, true that. All right, get off my back. Thanks, guys, man. James, Gus, love you guys. Appreciate it. So hopefully.
Oh, you heard that?
So hopefully, man, that's good stuff. I'm glad to see people are. Getting into it a little bit. So it's cool. Sure. Very cool.
Cool. Well, get out there, read some comics, and enjoy it. All right, well, that's everything. It's going to do it for this week's Geek Street News. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.